Hello, I'm Maggie and welcome to my first video. Yay! I just want to start off by saying that I used the tiny take to screen record this, and I've just noticed that they were only in 5-minute bulks, so I had to choppily edit it all together. So if it looks like it's like skipping a beat, it's because I'm an complete amateur at this and I need help. So if you guys got any suggestions on any like free programs that maybe do 20 minutes of video screening, that would be very helpful for me. Thank you. So let's start off this video, shall we? My topic of choice for today is depression. For artists, I don't mean to trivialize depression by laughing. I just felt like it was a bit of a weird segue. I feel like it's quite fitting because I want you guys to get to know me a bit and reach out to others who also suffer from depression, but also, have careers in the creative industry. So, I have crippling depression, social anxiety, and it has a slow burn effect on my art skills. Art and character design has always been very therapeutic for me in the past, but 4 years ago I had a breakdown, I guess. And with that came, it totally stunted my enthusiasm for art. It also stunted my growth for life. I used to want to draw all the time. I found passion in it, but as soon as an event happened, let's say, I just lost my drive. As much as I try on a daily basis, nothing ever seems to come to fruition. I'm often left frustrated by looking at the page and not wanting to even try to create something, or I put a negative reinforcement on myself to derail my confidence. And if this sounds similar, then I hope you know that you're not alone. If happiness is vitality, then depression is most certainly a force that saps all energy. It drains you. I guess I was tired of being tired, and finding my bliss in art and to stamp out negative thoughts is something I'm craving. It's something I can't stop thinking about, and it's overriding all my usual fallbacks. To beat art block and transform into one where I'm following my bliss again is something I'm really striving for, and this is where my art vlog comes in to mark my progress, I suppose, and to gain a little bit of followers on the way and make friends. So I've made like a sort of greasy snail trail throughout YouTube of all my failed attempts and indecisiveness, what my channel would be actually about, or what my content would be, or like how I'd reach out to others. But I feel like this is the one. It took me 7 years to finally pluck up the courage, ditch my procrastination, and make some sort of channel. So let's do this. I want to make this channel to change my negative habits in a way to reclaim my love for drawing again. I also thought that there has to be others who are feeling this way, and if that's the case, I guess we could all try and uplift each other through your art, and I'll be your homie. Your comrade. I'd like to get better at drawing, with doing Let's Draws as often as I can as well, whilst talking about issues that are on my mind at the time. Some related to getting better at art, whilst others being on motivational topics. And so I should really tell you what I'm drawing right now. I've just kind of rambled, and I'm like, you must be thinking, what the hell am I looking at? Well, this is a weird Frankenstein's monster of a project I put myself on, and it's called the Dress Fear Challenge, and it's basically Ares or Aerith from Final Fantasy VII. and I've just basically, this was something of a heart project for me, because I was going through a huge rut with just creativity, and I just didn't find anything that was getting me out of this funk. And for some reason, playing Final Fantasy X-2 got me out of that funk. And not only that, it really charged up my love for character designs. And I kind of looked at the character designs as well, like the Black Mage and all those characters from the Final Fantasy X-2, and I was like, oh, I don't know, I preferred the old school skill sets and the character designs from the 5th one, Final Fantasy V, with the crystals and Bart's, and I thought I'd love it if I could make my own version, especially for like Final Fantasy VII, like Ares just picking up a garment grid. That sounds really lame, but it was something that spurred me, and I think that whatever starts spurring you onto something, just kind of follow it. And it sounds stupid, but it's almost like you have to override your, like, that really negative, like, it's like, it sounds like that, by the way, in my head. It's like, you can't do it, you can't do anything, sounds like Skeletor on crack or something. Don't know why. Anyway, so yeah, so this is kind of like the start of something bigger. So I'll be doing White Mage, Necromancer, Blue Mage, which I've already done, actually. It's on my Instagram. Also, just the sort of the whole repertoire of the X-2 genre. So I'll make a mascot, make all of that, plus ones that are from the Final Fantasy V skill set, and be making it into sort of my own version of like the traditional, plus a bit of like that's resemblant of the like realm that Final Fantasy VII is in. So it's like a sort of mix of both, which would be fun. I'm also going to do Tifa and Yuffie as well. I think especially the Black Mage and the Time Mage from X-2, the colours seemed really jarring, and I don't know if that was just me, but they were, and also the thief outfits seemed a bit lackluster and thrown together with like purple, and it just didn't seem to mark the personalities of both Pain and Yuna. And yeah, so it just got me thinking. It got me really like enthused on like creating outfits that not only resembled personalities of the character, but also have like a old school flair to them. So with that Final Fantasy V job mix. And with this particular drawing, I have like Yuna with like a flower in her steepled hat to sort of just resemble that. She's, you know, there's still still Ares in there, and she's still got her bow, but at the end. And I always love drawing Ares' hair really loud and poofy, and it just kind of to me it definitely resembles her personality, and just how she was actually a very bubbly character, not so much this like holier than thou character they've kind of portrayed her in the most recent interpretations, almost like she's too perfect and holy. She was like, in the old school, she was very aware of herself, she was very aware of her beauty, and not in a very smug way. It was very much she utilized that in her flirtations, and I would just find her to be like this really energetic, sweet, bubbly character, which I just find endearing, because I never used to like her when I was little. I always used to like Yuffie. Yuffie was always my favourite. With this character I kind of added like poofy, like bell-bottom trousers, like MC Hammer pants for the classic Black Mage look you find in Tactics, and also Final Fantasy IX as well with Vivi. So that's where I was going with it, really. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week, hopefully. No, guaranteed. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'm there right now. I mean, this is a message from the future. Back in the past. Presently. Okay, love you guys. Thank you. Bye.